कहा हे तुलसी नारद जी, मेरे जैसे गृह आसक्त व्यक्ति को किस विधि से सहज रूप में ही मोक्ष पदवी प्राप्त हो सकती है, आप कृपा करके मुझे बतलाइए। ब्रह्मचर्य, गृहस्थ, वानप्रस्थ, सन्यास, आश्रम के बारे में बोलने के बाद,
so after speaking about all the ashrams, Yudhishthira Maharaj what's the chapter? I forgot. What is the shloka? He asked to Narada Rishi. Yudhishthira Maharaj humbly he told,
मैं जैसे गृह आसक्त व्यक्ति को जिस विधि से सहज रूप में ही मोक्ष पदवी प्राप्त हो सकते हैं, आप कृपा करके मुझे वो विधि बताइए।
what is this shloka?
जगत को शिक्षा देने के लिए युधिष्ठिर महाराज,
So to give teachings to the human beings, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking this question.
नारदवाच,
What is the chapter? I forgot.
राजन क्रिया पूर्वनं यथोचिता वासुदेवार्पणं साक्षात् सुभाषित महान मुनि। देवर्षि नारद ने कहा,
So Devarshi Narada told, O king, the human beings.
आश्रम में रहकर प्रतिदिन
Which chapter? Which chapter?
के अनुसार सभी कार्य करें,
So they may do their,
उन्हें निष्काम भाव से भगवान
they have to do their duties without any desire and to offer to God
विवाह करें।
and serve the saints. So what should you do?
समस्त कार्य आदि करके विष्णु में समर्पित कर दो।
Offer everything to Vishnu.
कर्म फलम विष्णु समर्पये। और
Okay, 7.14.2. 7 canto 14 chapter shloka 2. And so serve the saints.
भगवत भगवत भक्त का संग करें और भगवान तथा भगवान की अमृत स्वरूप अवतार कथा को श्रद्धा पूर्वक श्रवण करते करते
So I have to listen to the Bahari Katha with so much faith.
आदि की संग को
Thus one should gradually become detached from affection for his wife and children, exactly like a man awakening from a dream.
सफर में आसक्ति छोड़ देता है। कैसे? प्रतिदिन
So every day
भक्तों के संग करें।
we have to have the association of the saints.
कार्य आदि के समय जब मिल जाए और फिर
And
समय क्या करें? भक्तों के संग करें।
so have the association for the devotees for some time. Like, okay, you go to the school, to the office, you have your duties, you're busy in your material life. But for some time, take some time in your day, during your day. Take some time, create some time and do what? Associate with sadhu, with the sadhus.
और धीरे-धीरे
And then slowly,
प्रकार के आसक्ति जो है
also give up all kinds of attachments also. Have to give up the attachments. You gotta give them up.
बुद्धिमान पुरुष
So intelligent person,
विवाह के लिए आवश्यक के अनुसार ही संग्रह करें।
he only takes what is necessary for maintaining his life. And while working to earn his livelihood as much as necessary to maintain body and soul together, one who is actually learned should live in a human society unattached to family affairs, although externally appearing very much attached. So whatever is necessary for your livelihood, like to live, then you take those things. You should be far from the materialistic people. Or behave to them just like in a worldly way.
ऑफिस तो जाना है
Like you have to go to the office, you have to work, right?
तो उसी लोगों के साथ नहीं कर रहे हैं
So just
हमारा
behave with these people, materialistic people, as much as necessary for your job and like this.
भाई बंधु माता पिता
Mother, father,
मित्र
parents, brothers, friends. Verse 6. An intelligent man in human society should make his own program of activities very simple. If there are suggestions from his friends, children, parents, brothers, or anyone else, he should externally agree, saying, yes, that is all right. But internally, he should be determined not to create a cumbersome life in which the purpose of life will not be fulfilled.
आदि आकाश से जो कुछ भी उपलब्ध हो वह
Verse number 7. The natural products created by God should be utilized to maintain the bodies and souls of all living entities. The necessities of life are of three types: those produced from the sky, from rainfall, from the earth, from the mines, the seas, or the fields, and from the atmosphere, that which is obtained suddenly and unexpectedly. So the Grihastha should
संचय करना चाहिए संचय समझ
sun chimings,
करना चाहिए
do some savings. They should do some savings.
क्योंकि ये बात आपातकाल में
The Grihastha should save some money because maybe there's some calamity and it's needed for them.
भरपूर हो जाए धन
So one may claim proprietorship to as much wealth as required to maintain body and soul together, but one who desires proprietorship over more than that must be considered a thief, and he deserves to be punished by the laws of nature. So take only what is necessary for your body, and if you take too much, what happens? What will happen? This will be a fault, your fault.
उससे अधिक आसन करके जो बनना चाहते हैं वो चोर और दंड
So actually those who want more than what belongs to them, they are like thieves.
गधा बंदर चूहा वर्ष सर्प पक्षी और मक्खी आदि को अपने अपने पुत्र के समान समझना
One should treat animals such as deer, camels, asses, monkeys, mice, snakes, birds, and flies exactly like one's own son. How little difference there actually is between children and these innocent animals.
पुत्रादि में अंतर ही इतना है सभी के प्रति समान आदर रखें
So you should honor everyone. Karak.
गृहस्थ व्यक्ति को धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष के लिए वस्त्र
Even if one is a householder rather than a brahmachari, a sannyasi or a vanaprastha, one should not endeavor very hard for religiosity, economic development, or satisfaction of the senses. Even in householder life, one should be satisfied to maintain body and soul together with whatever is available with minimal endeavor, according to place and time, by the grace of the Lord. One should not engage oneself in ugra karma. So be pleased, satisfied with what Lord's giving you. Dogs, fallen persons, and untouchables, including chandals, should all be maintained with their proper necessities, which should be contributed by the householders. Even one's wife at home, with whom one is most intimately attached, should be offered for the reception of guests and people in general. So should engage everyone in seva.
जिसके लिए मनुष्य अपने प्राणों का त्याग कर डालते हैं और जिसके कारण अपना पिता और गुरु भी हत्या कर देते हैं उसी के प्रति जितने ममता त्याग कर दिया भगवान भी जीत लिया
So verse 12, one so seriously considers one's wife to be his own that he sometimes kills himself for her or kills others, including even his parents or his spiritual master or teacher. Therefore, if one can give up his attachment to such a wife, he conquers God, who is never conquered by anyone. So sometimes you can even kill someone for money. Here is saying that even someone can kill his own their parents or his own guru.
यह सर्वदा याद रखना चाहिए।
So you should always remember
यह
what?
शरीर अंत में कीड़ा विष्ठा या राख की ढेर में
In this end, this body will become like ashes and will become soil. This body is so insignificant.
अधिक आसक्ति होती है।
So if you're too attached to your wife,
शरीर को कहाँ उसकी महिमा
ultimately this body will be transformed into small insects, stool or ashes. What is the value of this insignificant body? How much greater is the Supreme Being who is all-pervading like the sky? Generally people, they are more attached, like they are most attached to their wives. This is the biggest attachment. So that's why people give up everything for their wives. Even their own parents, their own brothers, everything they give up for the wife.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं इनको क्या करो
So you should
भगवत सेवा में लगाओ।
engage your wife in the service of Lord.
नहीं है वो।
She's not for your sense enjoyment, woman.
यह सदा समझना चाहिए।
So you should always understand that
अंतिम परिणति क्या है?
what is the result of the body, what will become out of our body. Will become insects and like
और मिट्टी में दफन दिया तो
if you're buried, your body will become insects, and if you're burned, it will become ashes. Insects will eat your body, and then it will become stool of worms in the soil.
जो बुद्धिमान गृहस्थ
So a grihastha who is intelligent,
पंच जगदाद के बच्चे अनाज की तरह अपनी जीविका निर्वाह कर रहा है और उसके अतिरिक्त धन नसीब करके त्याग कर देता है।
an intelligent person should be satisfied with eating prasad and with performing the 5 different kinds of yagya.
वो क्या करते हैं?
So an intelligent grihastha,
भगवत सेवा है और जगदा आदि में
he will do service of Lord
जगदा आदि के
and sacrifice,
जगत के फलस्वरूप
yagya.
भगवान विष्णु और भक्त
And the fruit of this fire sacrifice, he gives donation to Vishnu and to his devotees.
और अपने धीरे-धीरे भगवान के प्रति आसक्ति रख
And slowly he will have attachments towards Lord, and in the end, this grihastha will attain to Lord.
पदवी प्राप्त कर लेता है। गृहस्थ को चाहिए कि वो अपनी वर्ण आश्रम से उपार्जित धन द्वारा प्रतिदिन
Every day one should worship the Supreme Being who is situated in everyone's heart. And on this basis, one should separately worship the demigods, the saintly persons, ordinary human beings, and living beings, one's forefathers and oneself. In this way, one is able to worship the Supreme Being in the core of everyone's heart.
आराधना है। वर्णाश्रम धर्म के ठीक से पालन करें
So you have to follow properly the Varnashram Dharma.
और हर रोज
And every day,
पृथक रूप से देवता
you have to
भूत
please demigods, the devotees. We see some people, they take some sugar, a little bit of sugar, and then they walk and they feed the ants. You know, some people they do this. Some people take some grains, some rice to feed pigeons. Some people do these things.
जिस समय गृहस्थ व्यक्ति को अपने अधिकार के अनुसार प्राप्त अर्थात जब सामग्री पूर्ण हो जाए उसमें उसे वैधानिक तथा प्रामाणिक
When one is enriched with wealth and knowledge which are under his full control and by means of which he can perform jagya or please God, one must perform sacrifices, offering oblations to the fire according to the directions of the Shastra. So the Grihastha should perform Agnihotra, should perform fire sacrifice, the Grihasthas. So I told, at least, Shastra explained, every day you should do fire sacrifice, but if you cannot do every day, so at least once in a month. But if not once in a month, then once in a year. You have to do fire sacrifice in your house. Then your house will be pure, purified. At least in your house. At least once a year for sure you should do fire sacrifice.
हे राजन समस्त यज्ञ को भोक्ता भगवान श्री कृष्ण ब्राह्मण के मुख से
Therefore, my dear king, first, no, sorry, God is the enjoyer of sacrificial offerings, yet although his lordship eats the oblations offered in the fire, my dear king, he is still more satisfied when nice food made of grains and ghee is offered to him through the mouths of qualified Brahmins. So here saying that if you do fire sacrifice, then Lord will be pleased. Because Jaga is Vishnu himself. So the Vaishnavas, they perform a fire sacrifice, and this is called Vishnu Jagya.
इस विष्णु यज्ञ में जो हवन आदि करते हैं भगवान,
So by doing fire sacrifice, Lord becomes pleased.
अतः सर्वप्रथम ब्रह्मचार्य ब्राह्मणों एवं देवताओं के विवाहादि संतुष्ट रहे। उसके संतुष्टि के बाद सभी प्राणियों का भोजनादि
So, therefore, king first offer prasada unto the brahmanas and the demigods, and after sumptuously feeding them, you may distribute prasada to other living entities. In this way, you'll be able to worship all living entities. Verse 19. A brahmana who is sufficiently rich must offer oblations to the forefathers during the dark moon fortnight in the latter part of the month of Bhadra. Similarly, he should offer oblations to the relatives of the forefathers during the Mahalai ceremonies in the month of Ashwina. So Pitri Paksha, that time of the month that people do a lot of Shraddha is before the month of Kartik. This time is there. People do a lot of oblations to the forefathers at that time. So one should perform the Shraddha ceremony on the Makar Sankranti, the day when the sun begins to move north, and on the Karakat Sankranti, the day when the sun begins to move south. One should perform this ceremony on the Mesh Sankranti day and the Tula Sankranti day. In the yoga named Vyatipata, on that day in which three lunar tithis are conjoined, during an eclipse of either the moon or the sun, on the 12th lunar day, and in the Shravana Nakshatra. One should perform this ceremony on the Akshaya Tritiya day, on the 9th lunar day of the bright fortnight of the month of Kartik, on the 4 Ashtakas in the winter season and cool season, so on the 7th lunar day of the bright fortnight of the month of Magh, during the conjunction of Magha Nakshatra and the full moon day, and on the days when the moon is completely full or not quite yet completely full, when these days are conjoined with the nakshatras from which the names of certain months are derived. One should also perform the Shraddha ceremony on the 12th lunar day, when it's in conjunction with any of the nakshatras named Anuradha, Shravana, Uttara Palguni, Uttara Shara, or Uttara Bhadrapad. Again, one should perform the ceremony when the 11th lunar day is in conjunction with either Uttara Palguni, Uttara Shara, Uttara Bhadrapad. Finally, one should perform the ceremony on days conjoined with one's own birth star, Janma Nakshatra, or with Shravana Nakshatra. Many rules, no? Who will follow all these rules? Gurudev is saying. Will die trying to follow everything, huh?
पूर्वोक्त सभी जो केवल श्राद्ध के लिए ही नहीं अपितु
All of these constitutional times are considered extremely auspicious for humanity. At such times, one should perform all auspicious activities, for by such activities a human being attains success in his short duration of life.
मंगल कार्य करना चाहिए, इसमें ही जीवन की सफलता है। यह मंगल कार्य जो योग में किया गया
During these periods of seasonal change, if one bathes in the Ganges, in the Jamuna, or in other sacred places, if one chants, offers fire sacrifice, or executes vows, or if one worships God, the Brahmanas, the forefathers, the demigods, and the living entities in general, whatever he gives in charity yields a permanently beneficial results.
एवं अक्षय होता है। हे राजन सभी
Verse 26. O King Yudhishthir, chapter 14, 7th canto. O King Yudhishthir, at the time prescribed for reformatory ritualistic ceremonies for oneself, one's wife or one's children, or during funeral ceremonies and annual death ceremonies, one must perform the auspicious ceremonies mentioned above in order to flourish in fruitive activities.
अवसर पर दान आदि सत्कार के करना चाहिए। पिता माता मर जाने पर
So after your parents die,
कम से कम साल में एक
at least once in a year for them, you should perform some shraddha for them. At least once in a year. Do you do this? When?
रात को लोग अक्सर देते बात एक बार ही करते हैं सर।
Generally they do in the Pitri-Vatsa only one time.
बंगाल में वो लोग हमारे पिताजी जब मर जाते हैं
But in Bengal, when your father dies, every day, every year in that same date when your father dies, they do some shraddha for him.
दिन में एक बार करते हैं।
Every 15 days, one day. Did he say something I cannot hear? So should perform shraddha. Shraddha. Do you have a father still alive? Your father is still alive? When did he die? 15, 20 years ago. In which month he passed away? You don't remember the month? You don't remember the month? You don't do shraddha for him? So at least once in a year. Call the Brahmana and he does do some Vishnu puja or so he's saying he doesn't do the shraddha. Do you do the shraddha for your father or not? When? The month of Kartik or when? Before Kartik? Oh. Later not? Oh. Continuing. So this is Grihastha Dharma. The proper behavior for Grihasthas. Verse 33. The sacred lakes like Pushkar and places where saintly persons live like Kurukshetra, Gaya, Prayag, Pulahashram, Naimisharanya, the banks of the Falgu river, Setubandha, Prabhas, Dwaraka, Varanasi, Mathura, Pampas, Bindu Sarovar, Balakarasham, Nayanarasham, the places where the Nanda river flows, the place where Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita took shelter, such as Chitrakoot, and also the hilly tracts of land known as Mahendra and Malai. All of these are to be considered most pious and sacred. Similarly, places outside India where there are centers of the Krishna consciousness movement and where other Krishna deities are worshipped must all be visited and worshipped by those who want to be spiritually advanced. So sometimes you should go to this punya sthan, pilgrimage places. In your life, at least once you have to go to pilgrimage places. To bathe in a sacred river, you have to do this in your life, at least once in your lifetime. O King of the Earth, text 34. It has been decided by expert, learned scholars that only God, Krishna, is in whom all that is moving or not moving within the universe is resting, and from whom everything is coming, is the best person to whom everything must be given. O King Yudhishthira, the demigods, many great sages and saints, including even the 4 sons of Lord Brahma, and I myself were present at your Rajasuya sacrificial ceremony. But when there was a question of who should be the first person worshipped, everyone decided upon Lord Krishna, the Supreme Person. So Narada Rishi is saying, all great people were present in your Rajasuya Yaga. Bhishma Pitamaha was there, Dronacharya, Kripacharya also. Rishis, Tapasis, so many rishis were there. Still, everyone accepted Krishna as being the first person who should be worshipped in the Rajasuya Yaga. This entire universe, which is full of living entities, is like a tree whose root is God, Achyuta Bhagavan. Therefore, simply by worshipping Lord Krishna, one can worship all living entities. So if you worship Bhagavan Krishna Achyuta, you're actually worshipping everyone. Means everybody is pleased, all the other things. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead has created many residential places like the bodies of human beings, animals, birds, saints and demigods. In all of these innumerable bodily forms, the Lord resides with the living being as Paramatma. Thus he is known as Purushavatara. The Super Soul in every body gives intelligence to the individual soul according to his capacity for understanding. Therefore, the Super Soul is the chief within the body. The Super Soul is manifested to... So how many Purushas are there? Tell me. So Karantakshai, Garbhodakashai and Kirodakashai. So 3 Purushas. So who is the owner of all the universes? Karandakashai. Who is the owner or in control of one universe? Garbhodakashai. And who is in control, like actually as a Paramatma witness in everyone's heart? Within one universe, in all the living entities of a universe, it's the Kirodakashai Vishnu. Why they are called Purush? Because Supreme Personality of Godhead has created, verse 37, many residential places like the bodies of human beings, animals, birds, saints and demigods. In all these innumerable bodily forms, the Lord resides with the living beings as Paramatma. Thus is known as the Purush Avatar. So Lord created all this and then He Himself goes and sleep inside it. Like for example, you've built a house, or you refurbish the house and you stay under the house, inside the house. So God Himself, He made your body. It's like a seat, and Lord is like the invisible witness. invisible witness, or he's always there. Who is Bhagavan? Kshetragya Purush. So he stays in all the jivas, Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, although he is one. He manifests unlimited forms. This is Achintya, inconceivable. It's in my heart, in your heart, everyone. Everywhere, sorry.
इसलिए रहता है
Why does Kshirodakashayi Vishnu stay? Because he's a witness of what you are doing. Saying, what are you doing? So here he's saying, so he's known as Purush, because the Lord resides in the living beings as Paramatma. And all of these innumerable bodily forms.
राजन
O king, when great sages and saintly persons saw mutually disrespectful dealings at the beginning of Treta Yuga, deity worship in the temple was introduced with all paraphernalia.
महाराज कभी से कितने ही लोग अत्यंत श्रद्धा एवं पूजा सामग्री के साथ प्रतिमा में ही भगवान शिव की पूजा करते हैं.
Sometimes a neophyte devotee offers all the paraphernalia for worshipping the Lord, and he effectively worships as the Lord as the deity. But because he is envious of the authorized devotees of Lord Vishnu, the Lord is never satisfied with his devotional service. So you are serving the deity? So the Bhagavan does not accept this kind of service.
ब्राह्मण सत्पर माना गया है क्योंकि ब्राह्मण अब तपस्या विद्या और आदि गुणों से
41. My dear king, of all persons, a qualified Brahmana must be accepted as the best within this material world, because such a Brahmana, by practicing austerity, so people should see that the Brahmana is like God. My dear king, of all persons, a qualified Brahmana must be accepted as the best within this material world, because such a Brahmana, by practicing austerity, Vedic studies, and satisfaction, becomes the counterpart body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Bhagavan also gives honor to these Brahmanas. Cows and Brahmanas are very dear to Lord, so you should never dishonor a cow and a Brahmana, the cows and the Brahmanas. Feed the cows instead.
घास
Offer them some grass or
ब्राह्मण को थोड़ा दान दे दे
give some donations to the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas will be pleased.
किंतु बोलिए ब्राह्मण और चाहिए
But the Brahmanas in Kali Yuga, they want more and more. Give to them, but they want more and more.
हमारा और क्या कर रहा है
Maharaj, give me more.
शादी करना है
Why? Because I need to marry my daughter. Oh, but this is something you have to do. You gave birth to the daughter and you want us to pay for the... You come to sannyasi asking for money to... Donation to... For money to pay for your daughter's wedding. What is it?
डर से मैं घर छोड़ दिया फिर आ गया किधर
So I gave up my family. I came here and you're telling me to give money for you to...
बच्चा पैदा करो हम
You gave birth to the daughter, but you want me to pay for your daughter's wedding.
ब्राह्मण आदत भी छोड़ेंगे
So Kali Yuga didn't even spare the saints.
पता नहीं साधु का ज्यादा पैसा है
No, because the sadhus will get more money even. So
साधु बन जाओ
okay, so you become a sadhu, but no, you don't want to become.
ब्राह्मण से कहते हैं महाराज हमारे बेटे की शादी के लिए
Maharaj gave money for me to marry my daughter.
कैसे कैसे
So you see how our people nowadays,
तो लोग शादी दे रहे हैं
the grihastas give donation to the sadhus,
कोई दूसरे के बाल बच्चा पैदा करेंगे उसके
so these brahmanas or someone wants to come to the sadhus and ask money to marry their daughters.
यहाँ पर कह रहे हैं देखो
So
ब्राह्मण जो है निर्लोभी ब्राह्मण
the brahmana should be nirlobi,
दान दो
means without any greed. So you should give donations for a brahmana who has no greed. He's satisfied with what he gets. So you have to give donation to this kind of brahmanas. But those brahmanas who are running after you, asking for money again and again, you should understand that you should actually be far from them. Because you won't be ever able to please them. You won't be able to please them.
ब्राह्मण कोली जो है ना उसको भी साथ दिया था ना
So in Kali Yuga, and brahmanas were cursed by Lakshmi Devi. So the story of the Puranas is that Lakshmi Devi cursed them. You won't be able to get money. In different Puranas there are different stories. Many stories. Some Purana explain that a Brahmana, he was not doing fire sacrifice and he was eating before fire sacrifice. So Lakshmi Devi was angry with him. Jagya, fire sacrifice, is Vishnu himself. You don't want to serve Vishnu and you're eating on your own. So Lakshmi Devi was not pleased. So she said, Brahmanas, even though you might be very rich, you continue begging. You will always beg. Okay. I'm not telling you they cannot ask for donation, but should be nirlab, like not without greed. So I give 100 rupees, oh give me 1,000 rupees. The Brahmanas, they do like this. The more you give, the more they ask. So these make them lobi, like greed. You know, greedy. So you should be far from lobi Brahmanas. Do pranam only from far to these Brahmanas who are greedy. They should be happy with whatever they get. They should just be glad with what they get. If the Brahmana is lobi, is greedy, you should understand he's not actually a proper Brahmana. You know that story of Nigi Maharaj? You see, he gave so much donation to the Brahmanas, and what is the fruit? He became a chameleon, like a lizard. So what is the benefit of giving so much donation? That's what Shastra explains. have to give donation to Satpatra, means to a bona fide person, bona fide recipient of the donation. Shastra explains, yeah, you should give donation to the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas, yes. But the Brahmana should be a Sat Brahmana, means bona fide Brahmana. Not a Brahmana who drinks alcohol, for example, who does bad things here and there. I don't know. If you give donation to these Brahmanas, you'll get no proper result, no benefit at all. Not a Brahmana, just like a how to say, suppose like only by name Brahmana, but not. But you see, one of the qualities of a real Brahmana, he's nirlobi, he's not greedy. You know, an actual Brahmana, he's not greedy. So Narada Rishi is saying, "Hey Yudhishthira Maharaj,
धर्मतत्व को जानने वाले व्यक्ति को शास्त्रों में मांस अर्पण कभी करना नहीं चाहिए, नहीं कभी सन खाना भी नहीं चाहिए।
So many people, what do? They offer in the Shraddha, they offer meat in the Shraddha ceremony. It's called Pret Shraddha. Here is not so famous, but in Bengal people do this a lot. Understand? In Bengal, they do this Pret Shraddha. Pret, I think, is like one kind of ghost. I'm telling you. And Shraddha, like after your parents die, you do the. So people, they they feed fish. What do they do? Tell. I think Gurudev is asking for a Bengali person. I'm sorry for all these sounds because I was feeling so sleepy, so I'm just walking a little bit. Okay, so here you're saying. What is this look? What is that verse now? About offering food, meat to the forefathers and to Vishnu? The Brahmanas, they give this explanation of this verse actually completely opposite. This shloka. Which shloka? No, I'm lost. So which shloka? They're giving opposite. Not dadam. Yes, verse 7, chapter 15. Now, Nadadyad Amisham Shraddhe. A person fully aware of religious principles should never offer anything like meat, eggs, or fish in the Shraddha ceremony, and even if one is a Kshatriya or he himself should not eat such things. So you should never eat anything that gives some pain to others, bodily or mental pain. When suitable food prepared with ghee is offered to saintly persons, the function is pleasing to the forefathers and the Supreme Lord, who are never pleased when animals are killed in the name of sacrifice. So I have to give up karma kanda. Narottam Das Thakur in Prema Bhakti Chandrika, he explains. Karma kanda and Jnana kanda are just like pots of poison. But if you eat thinking it's nectar, so jivas are suffering life after life in the Jnana kanda and karma kanda.
नीच जन्म को जाना पड़ता है।
So they have to go to lower species, be born in lower species.
इसलिए कर्मकांड और ज्ञान कांड से विरत रहे।
So should be far from Jnana Kanda and Karma Kanda.
नंबर है
So this sloka number is 7 canto, 15th chapter,
नंबर 9
shloka number 9. Because of an awakening of spiritual knowledge, those who are intelligent in regard to sacrifice, who are actually aware of religious principles, and who are free from material desires, control the self in the fire of spiritual knowledge or knowledge of the absolute truth. They may give up the process of ritualistic ceremonies.
ज्ञान से उत्पन्न आत्म संयोगी अग्नि में कर्ममय यज्ञ का हवन करके अर्थात संपूर्ण कर्म कांड से उपरत हो जाती है। कर्म कांड त्याग देने की।
So he is telling to give up karma kanda.
जब कोई पशु पुरानी द्रव्य से यज्ञ करता है तब उस पुरुष को देखकर सारे प्राणी भय की होकर सोचने लगते हैं कि यह धर्म के अनभिज्ञ निर्दयी मूर्ख और अपने प्राणियों का पोषण करने वाले यजमान किसी मुझे मार डालेगा। अतः धर्म व्यक्ति को किसी भी हिंसा नहीं करनी चाहिए। प्रारब्धवश मुनिजनोचित जो कुछ भी निशान प्रकट हो जाए उससे अपने नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म का निर्वाह करना चाहिए। नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्म।
So nitya namitic karma, just do enough that will give some that. Sorry, I didn't understand exactly what Gurudev was saying.
आभास उपमा और छल धर्म धर्म व्यक्ति को उन्हें अधर्म के समान निषिद्ध समझकर त्याग देना चाहिए।
Which verse now?
व्यक्ति को उन्हें अधर्म के समान निषिद्ध समझकर त्याग देना चाहिए। धर्म बुद्धि से किए जाने पर ही जिसने अपने धर्म के बाधा आती है उसे विधर्म कहते हैं।
I lost the shloka. I forgot where the Gurudev is reading.
धर्म किसको कहा जाए?
What is vidharma?
बुद्धि से किए जाने पर ही जिससे अपने धर्म की बाधा आती है उसे विधर्म कहते हैं। जो किसी
Okay, verse 13, chapter 15. Religious principles that obstruct one from following his own religion are called vidharma. Religious principles introduced by others are called paradharma. A new type of religion created by one who is falsely proud and one who opposes the principles of the Vedas is called upadharma. An interpretation by one's jugglery of words is called chaladharma. Okay, verse 12 also Gurudev just read. There are 5 branches of irreligion, appropriately known as irreligion, vidharma, religious principles, which is one is unfit, paradharma. So you have to give up all these kinds. And that's why Raghunath Goswami, what did he say? So should not do karma, not akarma. So what did Vedas say? That we have to only worship Radha Govinda. So staying Vraj, you have to serve a lot to Radha and Krishna. is the highest instruction.
एक जो अब बता रहे हैं, एक सिखाते हैं धर्मो, धर्मो, अधर्मो, विधर्मो।
So here is explaining what is dharma, vidharma, paradharma, chaudharma, upadharma.
इसमें दंभ, अखंडता, ये सबका त्याग देना चाहिए।
So I have to give up all this.
देखो वर्णाश्रम में भी अपने लोग अपने रुचि के अनुसार,
So different people, according to their tastes and their position in Varnashram Dharma, they think that different things are Dharma, religion or Dharma. But actually it's not. So many people, they follow some things.
धर्म न चले, भागवत वेदांत परिपूर्ण न चले।
So there are so many religions in the earth now, on the earth nowadays. Every day they are doing some puja or something. Collecting money and then what do? They stay during the whole night awake, but actually they are drinking alcohol or dancing or... this is Dharma, they say. Have you seen this? They start this also here in Navaratri time, or Devi Jagaran, staying whole night awake for Devi. Actually people are drinking alcohol, doing so many things, or eating meat, but they're child dharma, religious cheating religions. They're saying they're doing this for getting money.
किसी के दुख का विनाश नहीं करते। कितने भी कहा जा रहे हैं, सबके मूल क्या है? एकमात्र एक धर्म ही पालन करो।
The means to follow only one dharma. Which dharma? The worship of Bhagavan Sri Hari. So many people, on the name of worshiping demigods and demigoddesses, actually they are getting so much money, and they are not just to maintain their families, and also they do bad things also, isn't it? So they were absorbed only in collecting money, and actually they get so much money like this, not in this cheating religion. They get so much money, more money than like business or other things, because people give so much donation and like this. So they take so much money from people and cheating people. So many people also got so much money because of the coronavirus, saying they were collecting for this and that, and they got money from many different people. So whatever they want, they just do and they get. Oh, I'm serving the cows. So he take a little bit some grass, give to the cow, take a picture, and then he's like, oh, I'm serving the cows, and he gets like, he collects thousands of rupees, and isn't it? He takes a picture of feeding only 2 or 4 people, then he collects like hundreds of rupees, hundreds of thousands of rupees, just in the name of feeding the people. So in coronavirus, so many people profited in the coronavirus. Why some people died, but other people, they're getting money from these things. Government or whatever, people are collecting money for different causes, quotation mark.
यहाँ से बड़े राजनेता भी
Even great politicians, everyone is into this.
जो आते हैं
The government also.
आते हैं चावल आते हैं ना सबको क्या करते हैं चोरी करते हैं भगवान की लीला समझना बहुत कठिन है
Very difficult to understand the pastimes of the Lord.
बात सही है
This is true or not? Tell me.
दान देते जा रहे हैं
People are giving donation, and these things are going on.
भावना से कुछ लोग भावना से दे रहे हैं
Some people give from the heart.
खाने के लिए नहीं मिल रहा
People are not getting food. They want to help them. Then people donate.
एक गद्दर क्या करते हैं उस अन्न को छीनते हैं सरकार से करोड़ों रुपया आज सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट पैसा दे दिया
So the central government gives some money for those projects, and he distributes so for money or some part of the money, and the rest of the money he keeps in his own pocket. This is true. This is what is happening.
सब लोग भी दुखी है
People are really suffering.
मिलता नहीं
They don't get food or anything, or
और एक प्रकार का लोग
but some kind of people, they're benefiting from these situations.
जैसे भागवत में कहा है
So the Bhagavatam explains this is all child dharma, cheating religion.
जैसे कह रहे हैं धर्म अधर्म विधर्म छल धर्म इसी में लोग लगे रहते हैं
So dharma, vidharma, child dharma. There's no fruit actually.
जन्म लेना पड़ता है
Then you have to like come back again and again from this to this world to pay for what you did and like this. So if you cheat someone, you take some money from the person, you think, oh, now I'm rich, I got all this money, ha ha ha. But actually, to pay for your like cheating, you have to suffer so much, many lives, come back, and
ये एक सब घटना था
I'll tell you one true story now.
उम्र में आज से 2 साल पहले का मोबाइल निकाला
This came in the news many years ago.
जो है
Two friends, they were going by train.
बहुत घनिष्ठ मित्र है
They were very intimate friends. They had so much faith in each other. They were just like one soul, like BFF. Suppose.
रास्ते में चलते चलते
So they were going, and in one place they saw a lottery, so they bought one lottery ticket.
10 रुपए के लटरी था तो एक मित्र ने 5 रुपए दिया उस मित्र ने
So one friend gave 5 rupees, the other friend 5 rupees. So they bought the lottery ticket,
खरीद लिया
and
1 लाख रुपए मिले
they actually got 100,000 rupees in the prize of the lottery. They won the lottery. Both friends, they were so happy. Oh, we won the lottery like this.
समय हो गया रात्रि हो गया क्या मिल गया मिला
So they got how much money? 50,000 each, right? Because they got 100,000 rupees.
में 50,000
So from 5 rupees, each one got 50,000 rupees, right?
कहीं जाएंगे
Oh, let's not go anywhere. Let's spend the night in a hotel nearby.
रात हो गया
So it was already dark time. So
गंदा लग गया
we're having so much money with us. Maybe we'll be mugged. So better we just spend the night here. So both of them, they came to a hotel and then they spent the night there. Let's stay tonight in the hotel. Tomorrow we continue our journey. But he didn't have anything to eat or anything. So one friend told, okay, stay here. I'll go to the market to buy something. Then we went. And you see, how is our mind intelligence? Like maybe then you lose your intelligence, you know, you're corrupted. So one friend was thinking, so he has 50,000, I also have 50,000. Why don't I get all the money? But I kill him and then I can keep all the money to me. So he went to the market, he bought some food, but actually he put some venom, some poison in the food. And he fed his friend, oh, eat this. But actually it was poison food. The friend ate and actually didn't know there was poison inside. So whole night the friend was like a diarrhea, you know, very strong, and then he died.
डॉक्टर ने कहा भाई खाना खाया,
Doctor
क्या हो
told
गया? फूड
he had food infection.
और उससे कितना मैंने मुझे 50,000 रुपया, अपना 50 और मुझसे 50 ले पता नहीं था, 1 लाख रुपया लगा।
So that man, that friend who killed the other friend, came back with 100,000 rupees to his house. So he was externally crying for his friend. His family also crying, the family of the friend. Oh, for the rights, funeral rights of your father, I'll give you 10,000 rupees. So he gave 10,000 rupees for the family to his friend, of his friend. So he got 40,000 rupees more that belonged to his friend actually. Then the family of the friend who he had murdered, he said, "Oh, my friend is the friend of our father is so nice. He's giving 10,000 rupees to us to help." But actually, they didn't know where the money was coming from, you know. So 90,000 rupees that man again applied in his business. So actually, he became billionaire. But nobody knew the source of the money and everything. So 20 years passed. He got so much money, and so he got one son. The son was very intelligent, like he studied and everything. Like, so the boy had his marriage fixed to some girl, but one day before the wedding, he was sick, so much pain in his stomach, and doctors didn't know what to do. He took so many medicines and nothing would work. So doctor told, take him to Dubai. So he also did treatment in Dubai. For 1 year he was treating in Dubai, but no benefit, nothing. And actually that man was spending all his money trying to treat his son. He was like failing, like being bankrupt in the business, and all the money he had he was using for the treatment of his son, trying to cure the disease of his son. Then, but nothing was happening, like the boy was not being cured. Or in Dubai, the doctor told, better you take your son back to India because there's no cure for his disease. The father was crying, thinking, oh, he's my only son. Which karma did I do to receive this? Still in the time of death, people are thinking, what karma did I do that now I'm suffering this way and like this? He was thinking. So his son was sleeping on the bed, and his father was sleeping near the head on the bed and thinking, oh, what did I do? Actually, he didn't remember how 20 years ago he had murdered his own friend with poison food. And he didn't remember this. Oh, which karma I did that I'm suffering? My only son, he's dying, what to do? So he was like holding his head and crying, like holding his head. He had lost all his money trying to cure his son. Because he used everything to try to cure his son. You know, the doctors, they do this. The job of the doctors is to take money from the patient. It's not necessary, but they say, oh, do this test, that test. Actually, the doctor knows there's no need for all those tests, but doctors, they do that only. Actually, they want to take money from the patients. That's why they are saying all so many things. And one is connected to another, like one doctor is connected to another doctor. So actually, the other doctor gets commission because he sends you to that doctor. So you go to do some test. Which doctor did your test? So that doctor will get some percentage because he like indicated you to another, but you don't know, and they make it real. Seems like that they are not involved, but actually doctor knows it's not necessary all those tests, but still he is asked. Otherwise, how can his lab continue going? Like, oh, if your patient comes to me, then I'll give you 10% of the money he will pay to me. So that's why they indicate each other like this. So he has spent all his money. Then he was thinking, I, I spent all my money trying to cure my son, and now my son is also dying. There's no cure for his disease. What to do? Then it was like 12, 1 o'clock. Suddenly his son stood up from on the bed. He just stood up on the bed and told, Father, what are you thinking about? Son, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay, Father. Everything's okay now. Father was crying, oh my son. I lost all my money, oh my son. At least be okay, well, let's go home. Be okay now. Then the son told, oh Father, do you remember 20, 30 years ago you got that money with your friend and then you stole the money of your friend and then you poisoned your own friend, and just to make a show of your just to make a show, you just give 10,000 to the family of that friend, but you spent, you invested that money from the friend in your business, and now this money came back to me, so I took all my money back with interest. Now you're free from the debt. Okay, you got the money in a illegally way, so I'm taking all the money back. Do you understand? So all the money you took from me, you took in a wrong way, you took from me. So now it's all this money came back to me. So saying this, the son laid down on the bed and he left his body. There are thousands of examples like this. This is called karma chakra, the wheel of karma. The doctor can say anything or anything, but it's like this. We are connected to everyone actually that's coming to us like this. We don't know, but we are. So in the Bhagavatam explains. Maharaj Rishi is also saying, Yudhishthira Maharaj, people in this world, they cheat each other, and in the end, they give up their body, but then again they have to come back to suffer, because you have to suffer the results of the activity. So the Bhagavatam is saying here, so you should only worship Bhagavan Sri Hari. Actually, everybody comes in this world just to take care. That's your son, daughter, wife, everyone. You took some debt from them, so now you have to pay back. Then it will be okay. Like you have to pay off your debts. And after, for a specific time, when your debt is over, they also will be over, like they will be gone from your life. They are there just when you have, for as long as you have the debts. So, verse 25, one must conquer the modes of passion and ignorance by developing the mode of goodness. And then one must become detached from the mode of goodness by promoting oneself to the platform of Shuddha Sattva. So all these fights, flaws, these faults, actually by performing Guru Seva, you will be pleased from all this. So Gurudeva, you light this lamp in our hearts, and Gurudeva is directly the form of God. Those who think the Guru is an ordinary person, they have completely lost intelligence.
हाथी के स्नान के
And all this of the scriptures that they do is just like the bathing of an elephant. It's just like useless. Okay, let's stop here. So many conversations are here. Now the Rishi is telling all these kathas to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Today is Ekadashi. What is paradharma? When you do something that the duty of other persons, if you don't act according to your nature. Some person has the nature of a brahmana, and if that person is engaging in the service of in the activities of a kshatriya, this is paradharma. He's following the dharma of other. So dharma in this sense is like worldly activities, or dharma means nature, and the activities you do accordingly. So you have, for example, kshatriya swabhav, or so what is the nature of the brahmanas? Like the kshatriyas, they protect the kingdom, and if the kshatriya performs only puja, then some problem will be there, because they should protect the country. The duty of the kshatriya is to protect the country. So it's better for you to follow your own dharma, your own duties according to your nature. Then this will be good. The nature of the Shudra. If the Shudra is doing something of the Brahmanas, this will be not proper, because his nature is different. So you have to follow your nature according to your taste and your position. Do Arti. Where is Maharaji?